Hi, superstars. It is time for math. We are on lesson 10-2, making 14, 15, and 16. All right, you've been writing number sentences for 11, 12, and 13. Today, we will be learning how to write number sentences for 14, 15, and 16, when 10 is one of the parts. All right, let's look at our work mat here. Let's say that Yusuf and Omar are playing a game called Make 15. Their goal is to fill the 10 frames until they have placed 15 counters. Then they must write a sentence to describe the picture that they made for 15. How can they write a number sentence that begins with 10 as one part? Well, let's play Make 15. So to play, what you're going to do is we're going to fill up one row of the 10 frame at a time. All right? Now, what you do is we are going to see how many counters are on the board. So when we finish filling up our counters, we have to write a number sentence to describe what the 10 frames look like. All right, let's look over here. There are 3 number sentences on this page. Which number sentence should we use to show what your 10 frames look like? Remember, we're playing Make 15. All right, so the sentence that we would be doing would be this one, right? The middle sentence, because we want 15, and the sentence shows equals 15, right? So we want the total to be 15, not 14 or 16. We are playing Make 15. So what part of the total should we write in the first blank here? We're going to find out, because let's fill in our 10 frames to make the number 15. So remember, one of these is a 10 frame. Each of them are 10 frames actually, but when we fill it completely, how much do we have? Remember, we don't have to count it. How many are here? 10. We don't have to count that, right? It's a 10 frame, so we know that there are 10. So we are going to fill in this next one to make 15. How many more do we need to make 15? 5. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5, right? So how do we write our sentence? Well, I'm going to put 5 here so we know we have 5 ones. So first, we're going to write our 10, since we have 1, 10 right here. We filled up 1 10 frame. And how many do we have over here? 5. So 10 plus 5 equals 15, right? So what does 15 look like on a 10 frame? It looks like this. That is showing us the number 15. All right, let's do another number sentence. This time, let's play Make 14. So let's fill in our 10 frames to make 14. What do we do first? We're going to fill in one of the 10 frames completely, because we know how many this is going to be. How many is in this 10 frame without counting? 10, right? We know that because it's full. All right, we said we're going to make 14, so we're right here. How many more do we need to make 14? All right, let's count it. We have 10. So we start at 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that is what 14 looks like. So what is the first number we're going to put? 10. What is our second number? 4. So 10 plus 4 equals 14. This is what 14 looks like. Okay, let's play another game. Let's play Make 16. Let's pick a different color. What are we going to do first? We are going to fill in our 10 frame because we know when we fill this in that that number is what? 10. So we can write 10 here because we want 16 now. We're trying to make 16. So what other number do we need to make 16? We have 1, 10. How many ones do we need? All right, let's count them. We have 10, so we start with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So how many ones did we put here? 6. We have 1 10 and 6 ones. 10 plus 6 equals 16. So this is what 16 looks like in 10 frames. Good job, superstars. Let's turn over our paper. All right, let's look at our first box here. All right, Sophia has to write a number sentence to describe the number of counters. So why is she using 2 10 frames? All right, so we have this many counters. We have 14. So why is she using 2 10 frames? Well, she has more than 10 counters, so she needs to put the extras in another 10 frame. All right, let's look over here in our next box. The picture shows a number sentence right here. Let's read it together. 10 plus 4 equals 14. So what does the 10 mean? It means 10 ones making a full 10 frame. So you look over here, we have 10 ones. See this 10 frame? If we count them, there's 10. 10 ones. Okay, and it makes a full 10 frame. Why is the box with the 10 colored red? It tells about the red counters in the 10 frame on the top. So tell me what the number sentence means in your own words. 10 put together right here with 4 is the same as 14. Okay, so 10 and 4 is the same as 14. Let's look at our third box here. Why did Sophia completely fill the first 10 frame? It's completely filled up again. Do you see that? It's because she has more than 10 counters, so she starts by using 10 of them. So why didn't she fill the second 10 frame? She doesn't have enough counters. There were only 16 counters. And if the first 10 frame is filled, then only 6 are left. So there's 6 counters in this second 10 frame, right? So she has 6 over here, and she filled the first one with 10. All right, let's look at our last box. This number sentence is different from the first box, right? How is it different? It's describing 16, not 14, right? So how are the sentences alike? They both start with 10 to show that one of the parts is a group of 10. So tell me what the number sentence means. 10 put together with 6 is the same as 16, right? So 10 put together with 6 is the same as 16. 10 plus 6 equals 16. All right, let's move our paper up and let's look at our first problem here. It says trace the number sentence that matches the drawing. So look at your first 10 frame here. Is it full? Yes. So what are we going to put here? Let's trace it 10 because that's telling us there are 10 counters. Let's look at our second 10 frame. Is it full? No. How many counters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we trace the 4. We put a plus because we're putting them together. And that equals, we start at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that gives us 14. All right, number 2. Fill in the drawing to match the number sentence. So now we're going to look at our number sentence and we are going to fill in the drawing. So if this says 10, what do we do up here? We fill it in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't even have to count that because we know if we fill in the 10 frame, there's 10. Okay, how about this number? It's 5. So what do we do in the next 10 frame? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what 15 looks like, because if we were to count it, we know that we have 10. We don't have to count it, and then we just count the remaining here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3, write the number sentence and fill in the drawing to show how to make 16. So we are going to make 16. Let's write 16 over here since we know that's what we need to make. So what do we do first in our 10 frames? We fill out how many should we fill out up here? We should fill the entire 10 frame because what is that going to give us? That's going to give us 10. Remember, we don't have to count that. We filled it up. All right, what do we do in our second 10 frame? What number are we going to fill in? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to write 6 right here. 10 plus 6 equals 16. This is what 16 looks like in the 10 frames. All right, we're on our last problem. It says, write the number sentence and fill in the drawings to show how to make 15. So what would we do first? We want to make 15. I'm going to write 15 right here, and that's going to let me know what we need to make. What do we do in our first 10 frame? How many should we write? How many boxes should we fill up? 10. We should fill the entire 10 frame, right? So what do we write down here in our first space? 10. We don't have to count that, remember, it's filled up. Okay, now in our second 10 frame, what do we write? Remember, we want 15. So how many more do we need? How many more? We already have 10. So how many more do we need? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to count that, right? So what are we going to write here? 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. This is what 15 looks like in our 10 frames. All right, superstars, keep up the good work. Until next time, have a good day. Bye.